Storms really blossomed up this afternoon. As you look at the radar replay, you can see how these started around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Started first with a little area near Cedar Creek Reservoir and then some popping up towards Denton and Tarrant County. Then it all just came together right across the Metroplex. You add that much lift into the atmosphere and you can get these thunderstorms that build up quickly. They gust out quickly, but sometimes the rain lasts a little longer. And that did lead to some wind reports across parts of the Metroplex. In fact, some wind damage reported first in northern Tarrant County here towards the Colleyville area. That's where a microburst did occur with over 60-mile-per-hour winds, causing some damage to trees and fences. And then we also had another area of gusty winds move over West Dallas. That happening around 5:15 from several tree branches snapped in the Cockrell Hill area. So again, these storms, they can build up, they can produce gusty winds, lightning, and heavy rainfall, but they usually pulse down just as quickly. And now things have quieted down across the Metroplex, but all that activity is shifted down to the southwest, and that's where we have a lot of rain falling right now across parts of Erath, Comanche, as well as Bosque and Hamilton counties, and then eventually working down into Brown County. But it's been raining really hard in Hamilton County. Flash flood warning posted there on the north end of Hamilton County till 1:30 for the Hyco area, and now that's also been issued downstream into Bosque County, officially running until 1:30 there as well. And it's because these storms have really not moved much as they've moved through. In fact, over the last hour, 2 to 3 inches of rain in a wide area from just north of Hamilton back through Hyco and up into Iredell. And in the last 3 hours, close to 5 to 6, maybe even 7 inches of rain. And all that has got to run down somewhere. And in this case, it's going to take the Bosque River from parts of Hamilton on into Bosque County near Iredell and down through Meridian. If you are in this area, do not be traveling tonight. This is going to lead to some really quick rises. So around at Farm Road 1238, Farm Road 215 there, and Farm Road 1802 south of Hyco. Do not be on those roads tonight. That could lead to flooding very quickly, and this will likely be something that lasts for a couple of hours across parts of Bosque and Hamilton County. Lots of lightning still there in Hamilton with more thunderstorms. There's an upper level low that's really camped out right there, and that is going to keep the thunderstorms ongoing there. You can see where the heaviest rain fell to the southwest, although we did have some pretty hefty totals across the Metroplex. Close to 1 inch of rain from Keller, from Jenny, more than 2 inches of rain. Colleyville and Russell, Bedford and Johnny and Mesquite. Nancy only picking up about a trace of rainfall. I do expect the highest rain chances on Memorial Day to lie from the Metroplex southward, but still I have a 30% chance of some pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon, likely holding off until the middle of the day, and then some more rain chances on the way as we head down to the south. 40% chance of rain, really where that low is. That's likely going to keep rain ongoing here tonight, and then that could flare up again in the morning, especially west of I-35. By the afternoon, well, we'll heat up the entire atmosphere, and we'll likely see the scattered activity start up again. About a 30% chance of rain in the afternoon as that moves through. And once again, these could produce gusty winds, hail, and even heavy rainfall. So you do want to have that WAP nearby. Nothing to cancel your plans just yet, but you do need to keep that in mind if you have outdoor plans. And even Tuesday does look like some isolated thunderstorms will be possible on Tuesday before another chance of rain builds in here as we head into the middle of the week. So a 30% chance of rain here for your Memorial Day. We'll call it 20% during the day on Tuesday, ramping up later in the evening Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Wednesday, likely the best chance of rain, a 60% chance. Then we'll keep small rain chances still lingering as we head on into next weekend. But keep a close eye on the sky tomorrow. And again, try not to travel if you're in our southwestern counties tonight.